Well, just a great job by our team. Obviously, all 3 days coming out and really playing solid baseball and putting together some really good innings offensively. But today, the story was Connor Noland. I mean, he was just lights out. Had his two-seamer going, sinking, wasn't overpowering, 90 miles an hour. A lot of times that board, like I said, it's not right. Most of his pitches right at 90, and then a really good slider. Mixed in some changeup to some lefties, but kind of went with the harder breaking pitch today, and just did a super job. Gave us 7+ innings, and gave us a chance to settle in and finally catch up with Ginn a little bit there. And I think it was the 6th inning. We put together the big inning and then got a couple of big hits. After they didn't make a play, we had a 2-0 lead, bases loaded, and kind of an in-between hop, hit pretty hard, and third baseman tried to kind of rake it a little bit, pick it, and get to the third base bag. Ball got by him. Next thing you know, we scored 2, and then we hit a 3-run homer, and here you go. So great job all weekend. Just proud of these guys. It's been a good week. We had that tough game last Saturday at Vandy after a tough 3-2 loss on Friday, and then we fought back and won Sunday. And now that you see how it kind of turns things, it did well Tuesday. Won 3 more games, won 5 in a row. Really, really good job by our team mentally to stay strong last weekend, and it led to this great week we had.
How would you assess your pitching all weekend? Because they had big numbers coming in and only scored 10 runs the whole series.
Yeah, we held them down pretty good, just mixing it a lot. I would assess that, that really all week it was good. The starters gave us some good outings, so we didn't have to go to the pen too early. And, it was big to get the outing today, especially from Connor, due to, not having, a guy or two ready to go with some tired arms that already threw this week, and then, missing one of our starters. So, it's just good timing.
I've never seen you sprint out to take a pitcher out like that. Was that
No, that wasn't sprinting. I'm a little faster than that. That was jogging, kind of. I think I ran a 6.860 when I was 20, so I don't know what it is now. I wanted to get out there. I was fired up for him. Wanted him. He kind of knew that he was coming out just because I didn't want him to throw any more pitches, honestly, and I wanted him to get a little recognition for having such a great outing and in such a clutch game for us today. But really it was about the pitch count. I think he was getting to right around 90, and I didn't want him to throw any more, and neither did Coach Hobbs. But, I was excited for him.
To see him bounce back from what happened last Saturday.
It was big. We gave him the ball on Tuesday. He threw 26 pitches in 2 innings or something like that, 23, and we had a big lead and we pulled him. We would have gone an inning or 2 longer with Connor, but we also found out that day about the injury to Cody. So then it kind of changed our plans right before game time that, now for sure we weren't going to have Cody on the weekends. We thought we might be able to get a few innings out of him, but then we decided we were going to rest him. And so it worked out. He kind of get the ball in a league game. It doesn't go good on a Saturday, and then they're saying, hey, you got a midweek start. And he took it like a man. I mean, he didn't run from it and feel like he'd been demoted. He just said, okay, this is what I got to do. And we kept telling him, this is for you to get better, get some confidence. And he did it. And then he had a good week of work, and I think he really paid attention to the hitters the first 2 days, and he went out and executed a plan and pitched great.
Yeah, what does that say about a freshman's mental makeup, that he can go from not getting anybody out 1 week and then the next week he pitches like he did today?
Well, I've said all along that he's mature for his grade, his being a freshman in college, is that his mental makeup is advanced over some kids his age, that maybe a lot that we coach. So that's one reason we liked him right when he got in here and started working with us. We felt like that he'd have a chance to pitch on the weekend because of the mental part of it. And physically he's already there. It's just now he just needs experience, and just kind of. But you did see the mature part of him come out this whole week leading up to today, and he got rewarded for it.
Phil McFarland responded as far as getting
started.
I
mean, base hit up the middle, base hit in the hole, and had a tough pitch going, or tough at bat going there. We really needed him to make contact, and had him 1-2 and hit him. And all of a sudden we had a run in. But I thought he had a great day, and I thought his at bats were good. he seemed confident. He didn't seem like he was in a hurry to get out of there. Like he thought he could get the job done. I like that.
These two programs have been so good the last several years. Kind of weird to see that this
Yeah.
is the fourth straight year where there's been a sweep.
Yeah, I talked to, Jake Mangum before the game. He came over and talked to me for a minute, just because I hadn't really talked to him ever, and he just wanted to talk and for a few minutes. And he said it's just been kind of strange. This is his fourth year here, and so there's been 3 sweeps going into today, and now there's 4. 2 there and 2 here, and it's just kind of strange the way it all goes down. It's just baseball.
How did you get him out pretty well?
Well, I think Connor got him out. I didn't do anything. Connor did a great job of sinking the ball. I mean, think how many ground balls he had today. And then his last at bat off Costa, they had been seeing this type of pitcher. Now you got a guy throwing a little bit harder. We spun a ball to him, fouled a couple over here, and then he got him on a fly ball on a fastball. But I don't know, just kept the ball down. I think Connor did a good job of keeping the ball down and with sink, and he didn't catch him too flush. Just got the top of the ball a few times.
Your teams have always been really good at home, but it seems over the last few years it's kind of gone up to a different level. Just what do you make of that home field advantage that you've seen to build here the last few years?
I don't know. It's I think it just kind of it comes and goes a little bit. I mean, our fans have been incredible the last couple of years. The crowds have been huge, and maybe the teams are a little better. It's hard to say. Catching people at the right time. There's a little bit of luck involved, but we've been comfortable at home. We've actually played pretty well on the road this year. You take away even the Vandy loss. I mean, we didn't make a lot of mistakes. We just didn't pitch very good, and but we've been in most every game even on the road and won some series. So the team seems to be developing pretty good right now. But I don't know what it is. It's just comfortable, I guess.
Nesbitt kind of put it out of reach.
Yeah, that was a big swing. I mean, he timed him up a couple other pitches, and it hit a fastball that's from a lefty like that, and that's 92. I think it was around 92 miles an hour. You have to guess and cheat just a little bit, and he got one in his wheelhouse, and he was connected when he hit it. Everything was lined up perfectly, and it jumped off his bat. In the dugout, we knew it was out, especially because the wind was slightly blowing out, but even on a day with no wind, that ball's probably going to get out of the park because he backspun it a little bit. But that was the swing that put us over the top. All of a sudden, we're up 8-0.
Dave, McFarland's betting 184. I guess this is why you get the big bucks. What made
Yeah,
you decide
I mean, I thought about it a lot last night. I knew I was going to have to switch it up, and so it was either him or Harris. And Harris faced a lefty the other day and hit 2 balls hard to right field. Today we're facing a right-hander. And then, if you're going on batting average, maybe I should have gone with the other guy. But I just thought McFarland, he's been working hard. He hasn't complained. He hasn't been playing. He's a junior. And I'm going to give him first shot, step up and help us out in this situation. He did it.
What does that say about a guy who's been played quite a bit, but then this year, and he had a shot to be a starter, but he's not, and he's not moping or whatever. He takes advantage of an opportunity you give him.
It says a lot about his character, really, and what he's all about inside, and he's about the team. And, he was disappointed when he didn't play a lot early, and I think the frustration now, he doesn't show it like maybe he did early, and I think his teammates appreciate that. He comes out and works hard every day, and he actually smiles at practice, and he's got a good personality, jokes around in the locker room, and because I believe me, I look for that stuff because it can hurt you. It can hurt your team, and I don't see it at all. I think he's been a great teammate, and I think, like I said, the staff appreciates it, but the team appreciates it, that they don't feel like that, there's an issue there. It's just part of the team, and other guys are swinging it and doing well, and they deserve to play in front of him right now. But, today was a great day for McFarland to help our team win.
What can that maybe do for him moving forward in a utility role or fill-in guy or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good first baseman. He's really gotten better at first base. To me, it's all about the bat. But I could move a guy around. I thought Goodhart played a pretty good outfield today, so I can, I don't have a problem putting him out there. So Jordan can get some first base. Ezel can move over to second. I can rest a guy. And I didn't play Nesbitt on Tuesday because, this is his first year playing every day, and it's a grind, and I'm trying to keep him strong, and you know, maybe it paid off today because he still had something left today, and he hammers the ball out of the park. He also singled up the middle and drove in our first run. So it's good to see. You know, you got to have some guys that come off the bench or help you out here and there. And so far, the guys have done a pretty good job with it.
What did you think of JT Ginn and then what your team did in the 5th and 6th innings to get him out of the game?
Say that again.
What did you think of JT Ginn? And
Oh,
what you guys did?
yeah. Well, I mean, he's got an electric arm. I mean, his velocity, his command is good. He throws a lot of strikes. It just seemed like he couldn't quite get the slider over anymore because he got it over a few times early, and the hitters know that in the back of their mind that that's there, and then the fastball just seems to be a little bit quicker and getting on him. I don't know, you know, we got his pitch count up to, you know, he's rolling along there, and all of a sudden he's thrown 20-some pitches in the inning, and I think, in my opinion, I've only seen him in person one time, obviously. At this level, I feel like he's a lot better out of the windup than he is the stretch as far as this command. So, and that's like, and a lot of pitchers are that way.